Unexpected visitors. The day Earth's skies filled with alien ships dawned like any other. Dr. Samantha Chen, lead xenobiologist at NASA's Astrobiology Institute, was engrossed in analyzing data from the latest Mars rover expedition when her office phone rang. The caller ID showed it was her colleague, Dr. James Okonkwo, from the Radio Telescope Array in New Mexico. "Sam, you need to see this," James said, his voice trembling with excitement. "We're picking up signals, lots of them, and they're not coming from any of our satellites or spacecraft." Samantha's heart raced. "Are you saying?" "Yes," James confirmed. "I think we're dealing with first contact." Within hours, the news spread like wildfire. Massive ships, unlike anything humans had ever seen, appeared in the skies above major cities worldwide. Their sleek, otherworldly designs defied conventional aerodynamics, hovering silently over New York, London, Beijing, and dozens of other metropolitan centers. As panic gripped the globe, world leaders scrambled to convene an emergency United Nations session. Dr. Chen found herself thrust into the spotlight, summoned to advise the hastily assembled panel of experts and politicians. In the UN's packed assembly hall, Secretary General Adebayo struggled to maintain order. "Please, we must remain calm," he urged. "Dr. Chen, what can you tell us about these visitors?" Samantha took a deep breath, acutely aware that her words would be broadcast to billions. "Based on our preliminary observations, these craft exhibit technology far beyond our current capabilities. Their method of arrival suggests mastery of faster-than-light travel, and their ability to bypass our detection systems is concerning." A murmur rippled through the crowd. General Li Jing of China's Space Force spoke up. "Are they hostile? Can we defend ourselves if necessary?" Before Samantha could respond, a holographic image flickered to life above the assembly hall. Gasps and cries of shock echoed through the room as a figure materialized. Unmistakably alien, yet eerily humanoid. The being stood nearly 8 feet tall, with iridescent skin that seemed to shift colors like oil on water. Its large, almond-shaped eyes glowed with an inner light, and where a mouth should have been, there was a series of vibrating membranes. "People of Earth," the alien spoke, its voice resonating directly in their minds. "We are the Zarquin. We come in peace, seeking alliance." For a moment, stunned silence gripped the assembly. Then chaos erupted as everyone began speaking at once. Secretary General Adebayo raised his hands, calling for quiet. "Please," he addressed the alien, "why have you come to Earth?" The Zarquin's eyes seemed to flicker with something akin to sadness. "We face a threat that endangers not just our species, but all sentient life in the galaxy. We have traveled far, seeking allies in this fight. Your world, hidden on the fringes of the galaxy, may be our last hope." Dr. Chen felt a chill run down her spine. What could possibly threaten a civilization capable of such advanced technology? She stepped forward, her scientific curiosity overriding her fear. "What kind of threat are we talking about?" The alien's form shimmered, and suddenly the hologram expanded, showing a terrifying image of a writhing mass of darkness, punctuated by millions of hungry, glowing eyes. "We call them the Void Eaters," the Zarquin explained. "A parasitic race that consumes entire planets, assimilating all life forms into their hive mind. We have been fighting a losing battle for centuries, watching world after world fall to this insatiable enemy." General Li Jing's voice was skeptical. "Why us? We're centuries behind you technologically. What can we possibly offer?" The Zarquin's response was unexpected. "You possess something unique in the galaxy: unpredictability. Your species' ability to innovate, to think outside established patterns, is unparalleled. We believe this might be the key to defeating the Void Eaters." As the gravity of the situation sank in, Samantha found herself volunteering to be part of the first diplomatic team to board the Zarquin ship. Alongside her were Captain Maya Patel, a decorated Air Force pilot, and Dr. Kwame Osei, a brilliant quantum physicist. As they prepared to depart, Samantha caught sight of the crowds gathering outside the UN building. Fear, excitement, and wonder were etched on every face. She realized that humanity stood on the precipice of a new era, one that would test their resilience, ingenuity, and courage like never before. The shuttle ride to the Zarin mothership was surreal. As they approached, Samantha marveled at the organic curves of the alien vessel, so different from the utilitarian designs of human spacecraft. It seemed to pulse with an inner light as if alive. Inside, they were greeted by a Zarin elder named Tuxor. "Welcome, humans," the aliens' thoughts echoed in their minds. "We have much to discuss and little time. The Void Eaters approach, and we must prepare." As Xor led them through the ship, explaining Zarin technology and the nature of the threat they faced, Samantha's scientific mind was in overdrive. The bioengineering alone was centuries beyond anything humans had achieved, yet she noticed the Zarin watching them with what seemed like hopeful curiosity. "Your adaptability is remarkable," So commented as Captain Patel quickly grasped the basics of their propulsion system. "In all our travels, we've never encountered a species quite like yours." Dr. O.C., who had been studying a holographic display of Void Eater attack patterns, spoke up. "These parasites seem to follow strict algorithmic behaviors. Have you tried introducing chaos into their systems?" The Zarin equivalent of surprise rippled through Soul's membranes. "Chaos. Our entire civilization is built on order and prediction. The concept of intentional chaos is unsettling." Samantha saw a spark of excitement in Quang's eyes. "But that's exactly why you need us. We thrive on chaos, on thinking outside the box. It's how we've survived and evolved on our own chaotic world." As the humans continued to offer fresh perspectives and unconventional ideas, Samantha could sense a growing excitement among the Zarin. For the first time in centuries, it seemed they had hope. However, their discussion was abruptly interrupted by a blaring alarm. Xor's eyes widened in fear. "They're here. The Void Eaters have found us." The ship shuddered as something massive emerged from hyperspace nearby. Through the viewscreen, Samantha saw a sight that would haunt her dreams for years to come, a writhing mass of darkness, punctuated by millions of glowing, hungry eyes. As panic threatened to overwhelm her, Samantha felt a hand on her shoulder. It was Captain Potel, her face set with determination. "Well, doctors," she said with a grim smile, "looks like it's time to put our human unpredictability to the test." In that moment, facing an enemy that threatened not just humanity, but all life in the galaxy, Samantha realized that this was what they had been preparing for all along. Every challenge humans had faced, every obstacle overcome, it had all led to this moment. With a deep breath, she turned to Xor. "All right," she said, her voice steadier than she felt, "show us everything you know about these Void Eaters. It's time for humanity to do what it does best: adapt, overcome, and defy the odds." As they raced to formulate a plan, the Void Eaters loomed ever closer. The fate of Earth, the Zarin, and countless other civilizations now rested in human hands. The ultimate test of humanity's potential had begun, and failure was not an option. The Alliance, forging bonds across the stars. As the Void Eaters closed in, the unlikely alliance of humans and Zarin sprang into action. Dr. Samantha Chen's mind raced, piecing together everything she'd learned about the alien technology and the nature of their enemy. "Quantum entanglement," she exclaimed, her eyes lighting up with sudden inspiration. "Quang, is it possible that the Void Eaters use some form of quantum network to maintain their hive mind?" Dr. Quang Osai's fingers flew across the holographic interface, running simulations at breathtaking speed. "It's not just possible, Sam, it's probable. Look at these energy signatures. They're consistent with large-scale quantum entanglement." Captain Maya Patel leaned in, her military training kicking into high gear. "So if we disrupt this network, we might be able to break their connection," Samantha finished, a glimmer of hope in her voice. Saw, the Zarquin elder, vibrated with excitement. In all our centuries of conflict, we never considered this approach. Your species truly is remarkable. As the team worked feverishly to develop a plan, Earth's governments were mobilizing. The threat of the Void Eaters had done what countless wars and conflicts couldn't. It united humanity under a common cause. In a historic broadcast, world leaders announced the formation of the Terran Defense Force, a global military and scientific coalition dedicated to protecting Earth and supporting their new alien allies. Meanwhile, aboard the Zarquin mothership, Samantha and her team made a breakthrough. By combining human ingenuity with Zarquin technology, they devised a daring plan, Operation Quantum Storm. The core of their strategy relied on a device they dubbed the Chaos Engine, a massive quantum computer that could generate unpredictable patterns of energy, disrupting the Void Eater's hive mind. As they prepare for the upcoming battle, Samantha couldn't help but marvel at how quickly humans and Zarquin were learning to work together. The aliens' advanced technology combined with human creativity was proving to be a formidable combination. "We're receiving a transmission from Earth," Captain Patel announced, her voice tight with anticipation. The holographic display flickered to life, revealing the face of General Akira Tanaka, newly appointed commander of the Terran Defense Force. "Dr. Chen, Captain Patel, Dr. Osai, the eyes of Earth are upon you. We've begun evacuating major cities and moving our populations to underground shelters. Whatever you're planning, I hope it works. Godspeed." As the transmission ended, a somber silence fell over the bridge. The weight of responsibility settled heavily on their shoulders. Samantha took a deep breath, steeling herself for what was to come. "All right, team, let's run through the plan one more time." Captain Patel nodded, pulling up a tactical display. The Zarquin fleet will engage the Void Eaters head-on, drawing their attention. Meanwhile, we'll use their stealth technology to slip behind enemy lines with the Chaos Engine. Once in position, Quinn continued, "We'll activate the device. If our calculations are correct, it should create a cascading effect through their quantum network, temporarily severing their hive-mind connection." Saw's membranes quivered with a mix of hope and trepidation. "And in that moment of confusion, our combined fleets will strike. It's a bold plan, humans. I hope your reputation for thinking outside the box proves true." As they made final preparations, Samantha found a quiet moment to record a message for her family back on Earth. Looking into the camera, she fought to keep her voice steady. "Mom, Dad, if you're seeing this, I want you to know that I'm scared, but I'm also filled with an incredible sense of purpose. What we're about to do could change the course of history, not just for Earth, but for the entire galaxy. I love you both. Wish us luck." With a deep breath, she ended the recording and made her way to the bridge. As she entered, she was struck by the sight before her. Humans and Zarquin worked side by side, their differences forgotten in the face of a common enemy. It was a powerful reminder of what they were fighting for. Captain Patel's voice cut through the tension. "All systems a go. Chaos Engine is primed and ready. We're awaiting your command, Dr. Chen." Samantha nodded, her heart pounding but her resolve unshakable. "Saw, please inform your fleet. Operation Quantum Storm is a go." As the Zarquin mothership moved into position, the vastness of space before them came alive with conflict. The Void Eaters swarmed in impossible numbers, their dark mass blotting out the stars. The Zarquin fleet engaged, their advanced weapons tearing through the enemy ranks. But for every Void Eater destroyed, two more seemed to take its place. "Stealth systems engaged," Captain Patel announced, her hands dancing across the controls. "We're moving into position." As they maneuvered behind the Void Eater armada, Samantha marveled at the Zarquin stealth technology. They were practically invisible, slipping through the chaos of battle undetected. "We're in position," Quaim reported, his fingers poised over the Chaos Engine controls. "Ready to activate on your mark." Samantha took one last look at her team, human and alien alike, united in this moment of crisis. For Earth, for the Zarin, for every species threatened by the Void Eaters, activate the Chaos Engine. The ship hummed with power as the device came to life. For a moment, nothing seemed to happen. Then, like a string being plucked, reality itself seemed to vibrate. The effect on the Void Eaters was immediate and catastrophic. The swarms began to break apart, individual entities spinning off into space as the quantum entanglement holding them together unraveled. "It's working," Quang shouted, his eyes wide with disbelief and joy. But their victory was short-lived. As the wave of energy reached the heart of the Void Eater Armada, something unexpected happened. A massive entity, larger than any they had encountered before, seemed to absorb the attack, growing larger and more terrible with each passing second. "By the stars," Cole breathed, fear evident in his mental voice. "It's adapting. The quantum resonance is making it stronger." Samantha's mind raced. They had one chance left, but it was risky beyond measure. "Quaim, we need to invert the quantum field. Can you make the necessary adjustments?" The physicist's fingers flew over the controls. "I can, but Sam, I have to warn you. Inverting the field at this proximity could have unpredictable effects on organic matter, including us." Samantha looked around at her teammates, human, Zarin, and their AI systems alike. They had come so far together, risked everything. "We knew the risks when we started this mission," she said softly. Then louder, "Do it." The ship shuddered as the Chaos Engine recalibrated. The air itself seemed to thicken, and Samantha felt a strange tingling sensation throughout her body. Outside, the massive Void Eater entity began to convulse, its form twisting and warping as if being torn apart from the inside. But as it disintegrated, tendrils of dark energy began to seep into their ship through microscopic breaches in the hull. Warning alarms blared as the ship's AI announced, "Hull integrity failing. Void Eater essence detected on board. Crew vital signs fluctuating." Samantha watched in horror as the dark tendrils began to wrap around her crewmates. Captain Potel screamed as the darkness touched her skin, her body beginning to blur at the edges as if losing cohesion. Saul's mental voice, usually so controlled, was filled with panic. "It's trying to assimilate us, just like it did to countless species before." In that moment of crisis, as the line between organic and inorganic, individual and collective began to blur, Samantha had an epiphany. "The Void Eaters are a corrupted hive mind," she shouted, fighting against the encroaching darkness. "But we, humans, Zarin, our AI, we're a true collective, different but united. We can use that connection." For a split second, nothing happened. Then Samantha felt a surge of something. It was as if her consciousness was expanding, merging with those of her crewmates, with the ship's AI, with the very fabric of space-time itself. She could feel Quain's brilliant mind, Maya's unwavering determination, Tassor's ancient wisdom, and the vast databases of their AI systems all becoming part of her. And together, they pushed back against the Void Eater invasion. Their combined will, amplified by the inverted quantum field, became a force of nature. The dark tendrils recoiled, then began to disintegrate. Outside, the massive Void Eater entity writhed in agony, its form collapsing in on itself. As suddenly as it had begun, it was over. The remaining Void Eaters fled, their hive mind shattered, their threat neutralized. In the aftermath, as emergency crews from Earth and the Zarin fleet rushed to their aid, Samantha and her team struggled to process what had happened. They had touched something profound, a level of connection and understanding that defied explanation. As they were evacuated from the damaged ship, Samantha caught sight of Earth through a view portal, the blue marble hanging serenely in space. In that moment, she knew that nothing would ever be the same again. Humanity had not only survived its first contact with alien life, but had played a crucial role in saving the galaxy. As news of their victory spread, celebrations erupted across Earth and countless alien worlds. But for Samantha and her team, the real work was just beginning. They had glimpsed the true potential of cooperation between species, of the power that lay in embracing diversity and unpredictability. As they began the journey back to Earth, Samantha knew that they stood on the brink of a new age, an age of exploration, innovation, and unity in the face of cosmic challenges. The galaxy was vast and full of wonders, and humanity was ready to take its place among the stars. The quantum nexus, humanity's cosmic leap. The aftermath of Operation Quantum Storm reshaped the galaxy's political landscape overnight. Earth, once an isolated backwater, now stood at the forefront of interstellar politics. Dr. Samantha Chen, Captain Maya Patel, and Dr. Kwame Osei found themselves hailed as heroes across 1,000 worlds. But their victory had come at a cost. The exposure to the inverted quantum field had changed them in ways they were only beginning to understand. "It's like, I can feel the universe," Samantha explained to a rapt audience at a UN summit. Quantum entanglement isn't just a theory anymore. It's a sense as real as sight or touch. The revelation sent shockwaves through the scientific community. Humanity stood on the brink of a paradigm shift that would redefine their understanding of consciousness itself. Meanwhile, deep in the Nevada desert, a top-secret facility codenamed Nexus Prime was taking shape. It was here that the remnants of the Void Eaters would be studied, and where humanity would take its first steps towards mastering quantum technology. Dr. Osei led the research team, his enhanced intellect allowing him to make breakthrough after breakthrough. "We're not just building better computers," he explained to Samantha during a rare break. "We're creating a new form of life, a bridge between the digital and quantum realms." But not everyone welcomed these rapid advancements. A shadowy organization known as Purity First emerged, decrying the corruption of humanity through alien influence. Their attacks on research facilities and alien embassies threatened to destabilize the fragile peace. Captain Patel, now Admiral of Earth's first quantum-powered starship, the ESS Horizon, found herself on the front lines of this new conflict. Her ability to intuitively navigate quantum space made her an invaluable asset and a target. "We've detected a Purity First strike force approaching Nexus Prime," she informed Samantha during an emergency vid call. "They've somehow acquired Zarquin's stealth tech. We can't track them." Samantha's mind raced. "The quantum entanglement. Maya, we can use our connection to sense them." Closing her eyes, Samantha reached out with her newfound senses. The universe unfolded before her like a vast, shimmering web. She could feel Maya, Kwame, even the distant presence of their Zarquin allies. And there, a group of minds shrouded in hatred and fear, approaching fast. "Got them," she breathed, relaying the coordinates to Maya. The ensuing battle was brief but intense. Admiral Patel's quantum-enhanced reflexes allowed her to outmaneuver the attackers, while ground forces guided by Samantha's sensory input neutralized the threat. In the aftermath, as Purity First members were taken into custody, a startling discovery was made. One of the captured operatives was Dr. Elizabeth Rosen, Samantha's former mentor and a respected xenobiologist. "Why, Elizabeth?" Samantha asked, her voice heavy with betrayal as she confronted her old friend in a holding cell. Dr. Rosen's eyes blazed with fervor. "Don't you see, Sam? We're losing our humanity. These gifts you've received, they're a Trojan horse. The Void Eaters were just the beginning. There are things out there, ancient and terrible, and we're painting a target on our backs." Before Samantha could respond, alarms blared throughout the facility. Dr. Osei's panicked voice came through the comms. "Sam, we have a problem. The Void Eater samples, they're evolving." Racing to the containment lab, Samantha arrived to find a scene of chaos. The inert Void Eater matter had coalesced into a pulsating mass of dark energy, growing larger by the second. "It's feeding on the quantum field," Kwame explained, his fingers flying over holographic controls. "Our attempts to study it have given it new life." As the creature grew, Samantha felt a familiar presence brush against her mind. The Zarquin had sensed the disturbance from across the galaxy and were reaching out. "We need to contain it," Samantha said, her voice steady despite the fear coursing through her. "Quaim, can we create a quantum bubble? Isolate it from our reality?" Dr. Osei nodded grimly. "Theoretically, yes, but it would take more power than we have available." That's when inspiration struck. Not if we link minds, Samantha realized. Maya Elizabeth Quaim, if we combine our quantum-enhanced consciousness, we might be able to generate enough energy. Despite her earlier hostility, Dr. Rosen nodded. "I still think this is dangerous, Sam, but I won't stand by and watch everything we've built be destroyed." As the four linked hands, Samantha felt the familiar rush of expanded awareness. But this time, guided by their urgent need, they pushed further than ever before. The universe seemed to fall away as their combined consciousness transcended physical limitations. In this state of heightened existence, Samantha glimpsed something that took her breath away, a vast network of intelligence spanning the cosmos, ancient beyond imagining. For a brief moment, she understood. The Void Eaters, the quantum enhancements, even Purity First, all were part of a cosmic test, a crucible designed to forge species worthy of joining a galactic community. With this revelation came power. The four humans, now one in mind and purpose, exerted their will upon reality itself. The reborn Void Eater entity was encased in a shimmering bubble of quantum energy cut off from our universe. As their consciousness returned to their bodies, Samantha found herself on her knees, gasping for breath. The others were in similar states of disorientation. Did anyone else see that?" Maya asked, her voice shaking. Before anyone could respond, a new presence made itself known. A being of pure energy materialized in the center of the lab, its form constantly shifting yet somehow conveying an air of ancient wisdom. "Well done, children of Earth," it spoke, its voice resonating directly in their minds. "You have passed the first test, but your journey is far from over." As the humans stared in awe, the entity continued. "I am an emissary of the Cosmic Conclave, a union of advanced civilizations dedicated to shepherding young species towards enlightenment. Your handling of the Void Eater threat and your rapid adaptation to quantum realities have proven your potential." The being's form rippled, and suddenly the lab was filled with holographic images of wonders beyond imagination. Dyson spheres, harnessing the power of entire stars, worlds engineered on unimaginable scales, and technologies that bordered on magic. "This is a legacy that awaits you," the emissary said. "But the path will not be easy. You must unite your world, heal the divisions among your people, and prepare for challenges that will test you to your very core." As the weight of this revelation settled upon them, Samantha found her voice. "We've come this far," she said, looking at her companions, friend and former foe alike. "Whatever comes next, we'll face it together." The emissary's form began to fade. "The quantum nexus has been opened. Use it wisely, children of Earth. We will be watching." As the being vanished, Samantha and her team shared a look of determination. They had glimpsed humanity's potential future among the stars. Now it was up to them to guide their species towards that destiny. The journey ahead would be perilous, filled with wonders and terrors beyond imagination. But for the first time, humanity had a unified purpose, a cosmic goal that transcended petty terrestrial concerns. As news of the encounter spread, a wave of hope and excitement swept across the globe. The age of division was ending. The era of human unity and cosmic exploration had begun. Samantha smiled as she looked out at the star-filled sky. The universe was vast and full of mysteries, but humanity was ready to take its place among the cosmic community. Their greatest adventure was just beginning. The cosmic crucible, humanity's quantum odyssey, the revelation of the cosmic conclave, and humanity's newfound purpose sent shockwaves through Earth's societies. Dr. Samantha Chen found herself at the center of a global transformation as nations scrambled to unite under the banner of cosmic exploration. Quantum pioneers became the buzzword of the decade. Young people flocked to universities, driven by dreams of unlocking the universe's secrets. The quantum nexus, once a top-secret facility, was now the heart of a sprawling metropolis dedicated to pushing the boundaries of science and consciousness. But with great power came great responsibility and great danger. We're detecting anomalies in the quantum field, Dr. Kwame Osai reported during an emergency meeting of the newly formed Terran Cosmic Council. It's as if reality itself is becoming unstable. Admiral Maya Patel, her quantum-enhanced senses on high alert, nodded grimly. I felt it too. Something's coming. Something big. As if on cue, the sky above every major city on Earth suddenly shimmered and tore open. Massive, crystalline structures emerged from the rifts, impossible geometries that hurt the eyes to look upon. Greetings, humans, a voice boomed across the planet, bypassing all known forms of communication. We are the architects of infinity. Your meddling in quantum realms has drawn our attention. Prepare to be judged. Panic gripped the world as the alien structures began to reconfigure the very fabric of reality around them. Mountains twisted into Mobius strips, oceans defied gravity, and people found themselves facing in and out of alternate timelines. In the chaos, Samantha realized the truth. This is the next test, she broadcast to her team. The cosmic conclave warned us we'd face challenges. This is it. Racing against time, Samantha and her team coordinated a global response. Dr. Osai worked to stabilize the quantum field, while Admiral Patel led a fleet of quantum ships in defensive maneuvers around the planet. Meanwhile, Samantha made a daring decision. Using her enhanced consciousness, she reached out to the architects directly. As her mind touched theirs, she was overwhelmed by the vastness of their intellect. The architects were beings of pure thought, existing across multiple dimensions simultaneously. Why are you doing this? Samantha projected, her mental voice a mere whisper in the cosmic storm of their consciousness. The response nearly shattered her mind. Images of countless civilizations rising and falling, of realities collapsing under the weight of unchecked quantum manipulation, flooded her awareness. Balance must be maintained, the architects communicated. Those who cannot wield quantum power responsibly must be pruned from the cosmic tree. Samantha fought through the mental onslaught, clinging to her humanity. Then let us prove ourselves. We've come so far already. Give us a chance to show you what we're capable of. For a moment that stretched into eternity, the architects considered. Then, with a thought, they reshaped reality once more. Earth found itself encased in a vast quantum bubble, a miniature universe where the laws of physics were in constant flux. Cities floated in the air, time flowed backwards and forwards, and the very concept of cause and effect became meaningless. Survive this crucible, the architects decreed. Master the quantum chaos. You have one revolution of your planet around its star. Succeed, and you may join the ranks of cosmic citizens. Fail, and your reality will be unmade. As the architects retreated, leaving humanity to its fate, Samantha and her team sprang into action. They had 1 year to master control over a constantly shifting reality. The challenges were immense. Gravity would suddenly reverse, sending people and objects hurtling into the sky. Time dilation fields would trap entire communities in moments that stretched for subjective centuries. Quantum entanglement would cause actions on one side of the planet to have instant, unpredictable consequences on the other. But humanity's spirit proved indomitable. The crisis forced a level of global cooperation unprecedented in human history. National borders became meaningless in a world where geography itself was in constant flux. Dr. Osai led teams of scientists in developing quantum anchors, devices that could create pockets of stable reality amidst the chaos. Admiral Patel's quantum-enhanced reflexes allowed her to navigate the ever-changing landscape, coordinating rescue efforts and maintaining a semblance of order. Samantha found her role evolving beyond scientist or leader. She became a beacon of hope, using her quantum-enhanced consciousness to connect with millions of minds simultaneously, offering comfort and guidance through the turmoil. As months passed, humanity began to adapt. Children born during the crucible developed natural abilities to manipulate quantum fields. Cities learned to flow with the chaos, buildings and infrastructure morphing to meet ever-changing needs. But it wasn't enough. With 2 months left in their trial, Earth was still far from mastering the quantum chaos. That's when Dr. Elizabeth Rosen, the former Purity First member, approached Samantha with a radical idea. "We've been thinking about this all wrong," Elizabeth explained, her eyes alight with revelation. "We're trying to control the quantum chaos, to impose our will upon it. But what if we embrace it instead?" The plan was dangerous, bordering on insane. It called for a planet-wide meditation, a collective surrender to the quantum flux. By aligning their consciousness with the chaos, humanity might find harmony within it. "It's too risky," Admiral Potel argued. "We could lose everything we've worked for." But Samantha saw the potential. "This is exactly the kind of unconventional thinking that got us this far," she countered. "It's time to take a leap of faith." As the final day of their trial approached, humanity prepared for its greatest gamble. Quantum amplifiers were set up around the globe, ready to boost the collective consciousness of billions. When the moment came, Samantha led the world in a cosmic meditation. Billions of minds opened themselves to the quantum chaos, surrendering to its flow. For a terrifying moment, it seemed as if reality might tear itself apart. But then something miraculous happened. The chaos began to harmonize. Cities danced through dimensions in perfect synchronicity. Time loops resolved themselves into elegant spirals of cause and effect. Humanity had done it, not by conquering the quantum realm, but by becoming one with it. As the quantum bubble dissolved, the architects of infinity returned. Their vast consciousness radiated something akin to approval. "You have succeeded where many have failed," they proclaimed. "You have proven yourselves worthy of cosmic citizenship." With a gesture, they gifted humanity with knowledge, the location of Earth's nearest quantum nexus, a gateway to the broader cosmic community. As celebrations erupted across the planet, Samantha and her team shared a quiet moment of reflection. They had faced impossible odds and emerged stronger, wiser, and more united than ever before. "So," Admiral Potel grinned, a twinkle in her quantum-enhanced eyes, "who's up for exploring some new dimensions?" Samantha laughed, feeling the thrill of infinite possibilities ahead. Humanity had not just survived its cosmic trial, it had transcended it. The universe, in all its quantum glory, awaited. And they were ready for whatever wonders or challenges it might hold. The quantum nexus, humanity's cosmic renaissance. As Earth celebrated its newfound status as a cosmic citizen, Dr. Samantha Chen and her team prepared for humanity's next great leap. The quantum nexus gifted by the architects of infinity beckoned, promising access to a vast network of civilizations spread across the universe. "Operation Starbridge is go," Admiral Maya Patel announced, her voice tinged with excitement as she addressed the crew of the ESS Quantum Horizon, Earth's first true starship. "Dr. Chen, are we ready to make history?" Samantha nodded, her quantum-enhanced senses alive with possibilities. "Initiating Nexus activation sequence now." The air crackled with energy as the massive quantum gateway hummed to life. Swerving patterns of light and dark danced across its surface, a visual representation of the fabric of space-time itself being manipulated. As the quantum horizon approached the nexus, Samantha felt a familiar presence brush against her mind. The Zarquin, their first alien allies, reached out across the cosmos to wish them luck. With a flash of light that outshone the sun, the ship entered the quantum nexus. For a moment that stretched into eternity, Samantha felt her consciousness expand beyond the confines of her body, beyond the ship, beyond even the concept of dimensionality itself. When reality reasserted itself, The view that greeted them took their breath away. They had emerged in a vast cosmic hub, a meeting place of civilizations beyond imagining. Massive structures that defied Euclidean geometry floated in space, connected by shimmering bridges of pure energy. Ships of every conceivable design, and some inconceivable, darted between them. "By all that's holy," Dr. Kwame Osai whispered, his enhanced intellect struggling to process the sight. "It's a Dyson swarm, but on a galactic scale." As they marveled at the cosmic spectacle, a melodious voice resonated in their minds. "Welcome, children of Earth, to the harmonic concordance. We've been expecting you." A being of pure light materialized on their bridge, an avatar of the station's governing intelligence. "I am Aria, custodian of this nexus. We have much to discuss." Over the next few hours, Aria introduced the human delegation to concepts that stretched the boundaries of their understanding. The harmonic concordance, they learned, was more than just a physical place. It was a union of countless civilizations, all working together to unlock the deepest secrets of the cosmos. "But with great knowledge comes great responsibility," Aria cautioned, "and great danger. There are forces in this universe that seek to unmake reality itself. Your species' unique quantum resonance may be key to stopping them." Before Samantha could ask for clarification, alarms blared throughout the station. The serene cosmic vista outside was suddenly marred by tears in the fabric of space-time itself. "Entropy devourers." Aria's avatar flickered with distress. "They seek to unravel the quantum coherence of the universe. We must act quickly." As chaos erupted across the concordance, Samantha and her team found themselves thrust into the heart of a cosmic crisis. Ships of all designs rallied to defend the nexus, weapons of unimaginable power lashing out against the encroaching void. "Our quantum resonance," Samantha realized, her mind racing. "Aria, if we can amplify our unique frequency across the entire concordance." The A's avatar brightened. "Yes, a quantum harmonic cascade. It could reinforce the very fabric of space-time, but the power required." Admiral Patel stepped forward, determination etched on her face. "The quantum horizon was built for this. We'll channel the energy through our ship." What followed was a battle unlike any in human history. As alien allies held the line against the entropy devourers, the quantum horizon positioned itself at the heart of the concordance. Samantha, Kwame, and Maya joined their consciousness, becoming a living conduit for the quantum energies of countless civilizations. The strain was immense. Samantha felt as if her very atoms were being torn apart and reassembled with each passing second. But through the pain, she sensed something greater, a cosmic symphony of consciousness, each mind a unique note in a universe-spanning chord. With a final, reality-shaking pulse, the quantum harmonic cascade was released. The effect was immediate and awe-inspiring. The tears in space-time knitted themselves closed. The entropy devourers, caught in the wave of restructuring quantum foam, was scattered across dimensions. As the dust settled and the concordance erupted in celebrations, Samantha and her team found themselves hailed as heroes once again. But this time, the scale of their victory was truly universal. Aria's avatar approached, radiating an emotion that could only be described as cosmic joy. "You have done more than save the concordance," the AI intoned. "You have unlocked the next stage of cosmic evolution." The avatar gestured, and a holographic representation of the universe appeared. But this was unlike any map they had ever seen. It showed not just physical space, but the quantum connections between all conscious beings. "Behold the cosmic web of consciousness," Aria explained. "For eons, we believed the universe to be a cold, uncaring place. But you have proven that consciousness itself is a fundamental force, as real as gravity or electromagnetism. And humanity's unique quantum resonance is the key to unlocking its true potential." As the implications sank in, Samantha felt a profound sense of purpose wash over her. Humanity had not just joined the cosmic community, they had fundamentally changed it. Their journey, which began with a simple first contact, had led them to the very heart of universal consciousness. "So," Admiral Patel asked, a glint of adventure in her eyes, "what's next?" Aria's avatar smiled, a gesture somehow conveying infinite possibility. "The cosmic web awaits exploration. There are depths of reality yet to be plumbed, civilizations to meet, and wonders beyond imagining to discover. And with your unique resonance, you may just be the ones to unify all conscious beings in the universe." As the quantum horizon prepared for its next journey, Samantha looked out at the vast expanse of the concordance. She thought of Earth, of how far they had come, and of the infinite potential that lay ahead. Humanity had faced extinction, transcended physical limitations, and now stood at the threshold of cosmic enlightenment. Whatever challenges lay ahead, Samantha knew that the human spirit, resourceful, adaptable, and now quantumly amplified, was ready to face them. The universe, in all its infinite wonder, awaited, and humanity was ready to take its place as shepherds of cosmic consciousness, guardians of reality itself. As they engaged the quantum drive, ready to plunge into new dimensions of discovery, Samantha smiled. The greatest adventure in human history wasn't ending. It was just beginning.